I can't remember what turn are we in exactly, but I'm sure enough we're able to actually just define this out until specifically later on. So anyway, so now let's go ahead and continue things on with this uninspired board, in my opinion, because I just wish I were able to see more to it than that, but that's all you really can get this time around. So, this is the Paratrooper one again. Yep, I just know it. Oh boy, where do I even begin with? Oh jeez, 20 coins? That's painful. That is ultraly painful with this whole entire process in mind. So, in this case, Wario, he's pretty much gonna guarantee to lose all of his coins again. And same applies to me, and even Luigi as a result. Well, despite the fact that, you know, Luigi might be still in a coin star lead as of now, so I can at least try to able to cope with this, even though I do need to able to collect, you know, some more coins along the way. So, I'm hoping that'll be the case, mind you, so... Alright, so let's see if Wario managed to able to get out of this, circle zone. Although, bizarrely enough, although usually relatively speaking, I get it because he doesn't have enough coins, so he's probably not going to use his, well, you know, the chain jump capsule to himself, so, because it's pretty obvious. But, at least that's kind of a smart move, I suppose, for able to let Waluigi land on, well, to be more specifically, the Paratrooper capsule space, so... Alright, so let's see what capsule I can get. Ooh, a bone capsule. That would help me out, especially noticeable if I was trying to defend myself when it comes to not getting squished by, well, chain jumps. Well, to be more specifically, trying to able to not lose any coins or star, essentially. So, yeah, you probably expected by this point, so... Anyway, so let's see what Luigi's doing. He gets a 6, and he managed to escape. Because thanks to the forms of that particular Klopto capsule event. So, that maybe seems good for Luigi's sake. And he's gonna land on the same spot as what Waluigi is currently on, so... Yeah, there's not much right to home about, I'm gonna have to say for this point, so... Once again, we're going back to 2 versus 2 again, and can we get... we've already played these, so... It's not much right to home about, but at least we can able to have some fun on pinball again. So at least we can able to rank up some more points and stuff. At least depending if the forms of, well, the actual flippers that we can able to get used to with it. So... Oh yeah, another thing is worth mentioning for is the fact that I recently managed to able to 100% through everything in terms of Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn recently, and because of that though, I'm not exactly sure if I was going to do that Let's Play or something, mainly it's because it's exactly the same game as, you know, the original Wii version, aside from, you know, added more features like, you know, new sub-games and the extra hard difficulty, which is of course Devilish mode, and believe me, trying to 100%ing the 3DS version this time around though, to me though, is actually a lot difficult than the forms of how it does it on the Wii version this time around, which I will say, it is kind of worth it, but it's kind of a shame that I'm pursuing that particular port might not sell that well, mainly it's because it's on the 3DS to begin with. That is why the 3DS's lifespan has been discontinued by then, so, which I totally get the actual respect for the sake of time, so, and also another thing that's worth mentioning for this point today is that obviously today's day is of course the 25th of July today, in this case in 2021, and it looks like that CapKing74, he's now 22 years old. So I would expect he would able to actually get some ton of gifts for this point today for his birthday, and I'm sure enough he'll able to actually have himself a pretty good time. At least specifically, I don't know if he might as well able to get Super Mario Party, just because, well, you know, since that the online features is now fully up and running. So because of that though, we can expect we can able to be a little bit more hyped about the forms of trying to able to, you know. But anyway, looks like that Waluigi now obtains the 2nd star, so I could wish if I was trying to obtain that to begin with by able to actually use the coin block, but sadly I didn't get a chance to able to use that. So meanwhile, the next star space is going to be onto that specific same location as what Luigi managed to obtain from, so at least luckily Wario just managed to go out of the circle zone, so that might be seems good for Wario, because I get the feeling that he's probably gonna get the Happening Star for sure. Which, you know, is kind of good, I suppose, but at least despite the forms of how the fact that, well, usually relatively speaking, he's doing really, really poor. Or even Luigi's doing pretty poor as well, because obviously with the forms of I stole his star, and also he has none of those coins whatsoever, so at least he keeps on getting low numbers as well, so at least that's sure it's something, I suppose. But anyway though, let's see, another 4-player minigame we can play through. And let's see, we've already played these, so let's go and do Dingo Derby again. So we can able to do some more baseball action. So at least we can able to actually just try our best if we're able to go for a maximum amount, which is of course 30 points, which it is kind of impossible for able to do this because you have to rely on timing and what have you, which is kind of true for circumstances. But ultimately speaking, is the fact that I'm pretty sure, no, it's not possible, so I would have liked to try that on the top 100 version, but let's be honest here, I just think that the top 100 to me though feels a bit underwhelming to me, which that might be seems a little bit more knowledgeable for some. Even especially noticeable that I think out of all the actual Mario Party games, along with Mario Party Advance, I would say that the top 100 just disappoints me. Like, easily the worst reviewed Mario Party game out there. Although, it is kind of true because of the forms of the lack of content here and there. But talking of which, in terms of Mario Party series of games, let's talk about the forms of the actual, the selling units, or the selling copies of the forms of the rest of the Mario Party games as far as up to this point. Well, God knows until when the, well, you know what I'm saying. So in this case though, is the fact that according to the actual results, even though despite this might actually be outdated, because obviously since that, you know, Super Mario Party is continuously sold very, very well, especially noticeable now with the online play, you know, with Mario Party mode, Partner Party mode, and free play mini games has now been accessible in online play. And as far as I'm aware, about the fact that that particular game is going to continue so well, so because of this though, because compared to the, well, I don't exactly have the actual specific date in mind for how well the Super Mario Party game is doing so well at this point, but compared to the previous games, like specifically, let's look back on, well, let's just say Mario Party DS, because in Mario Party DS managed to sell so well, like the second best selling Mario Party game, because it did manage to sell for 9,310,000 copies sold, which is pretty impressive because that was on the Nintendo DS, so at least the only good handheld Mario Party game, so at least that's something as usual you can honestly recommend. And then on the third place position is obviously Mario Party 8, sold for about like, you know, 8,850,000 wow, copies sold, so at least that's quite popular, despite it most people seem to have, well, mixed feelings with the forms of Mario Party 8, but regardless of such though, it did manage to sell very well thanks to the forms of the Wii console existence, so that seems probably true for my understandings and all that stuff though, so and during that time until when it gets like lower than 5 million copies sold, when Mario Party 9 exists, where basically Mario Party 9 sold lesser amount of copies, probably because of the forms of a totally different gameplay style with, you know, the car mechanic. Actually, I'll get into more details about this later, because we have a new minigame at long last, which is Triple Jump. Use your athletic abilities to perform a triple jump. Whoever jumps the furthest wins. So basically, we need to do the forms of 3 buttons. So, for instance, we're gonna have to do A button, the B button, and the A button to finish off. So, and this minigame, talking of which in terms of Mario Party the Top 100, this minigame will make a comeback in Mario Party the Top 100, which I'm alright with this, especially noticeable because you have to do the ridiculous amount of button mashing, although I would imagine that you know, playing this with the GameCube controller will be a lot more easier to me though, as in compared to the forms of the 3DS's button mashing, because it is so darn small when it comes to 3DS buttons and all that stuff, which I know it seems kind of easy, but I can't deny about the fact that the GameCube controller is definitely a bit better when it comes to button mashing, so, along with the N64 controller as well, so, and, oh, look at that, I've managed to beat my own record, so, huzzah for my button mashing skills. So, let's see how Luigi's doing, and he's probably, oh, he managed to beat Waluigi for about, let's just say for about a few meters or something like that, so, new record! Nicely done for my, you know, button mashing skills. So, anyway, yeah, I'm still in the top lead, so I guess I get the strong sense of feeling that we ended up on the last 5 turn event? Which I couldn't imagine about this, because, well, as you can tell from the background music you're going to be hearing right now, yep, we're on the last 5 turn event, so this will be the last time we're going to be seeing this event. So, in this case though, we can able to finally get a chance to able to just see the actual final times when it comes to these specific events. Although, we will still seeing the forms of coin multiplier until Mario Party 6 and Mario Party 7, but as far as the rest of the events goes... Oh, son of a... I hate this event. All these spaces into capsule spaces, which we have not seen these kinds of stuff for quite some time until, well, at least ever since in, well, let's just say, ever since in Toy Dream, so at least if I recall that correctly, so, and oh boy, we got ourselves a chance spaces, so I'm not looking forward to that. Especially noticeable because if I somehow might as well get screwed over by, specific standpoints worth noting for, then it might be a problematic, so... And plus, you still can't even tell which one of those spaces will affect, so... That might be seems the only downside to this though, but still. Alright, so it looks like Waluigi just managed to move 10 spaces forward and loses his capsule, and oh dear, looks like Wario's gonna get screwed because he loses his Chain Chomp capsule. So, and to top it all off, he won't be able to actually steal coins to someone, so, for free either way, so, and of course I'm standing on the Koopa Bank capsule space, so, that might be seems a little bit okay and such. Alright, so let's see what's in here in this capsule machine. I get, oh, a Goomba capsule, so, I might be alright with this as long as I don't get screwed up by certain stimulations, so... Okay, so what's this? Oh, sweet! I can able to actually get myself a coin block. Thanks for that. Thank you, I do appreciate it with that specific reward. So anyways, back into this topic in terms of the forms of the best-selling Mario Party games throughout its history. Well, I've already mentioned about the forms of the top 3, but now we get into the forms of 4th place position all the way up to, well, let's just say 16th place. Like, 4th place goes to Mario Party 9, like, selling for about 3,110,000 copies sold, which it did decently, despite the forms of the car mechanic or something like that, which I think that's what the actual main criticism with that. And, 5th place goes to Mario Party Island Tour, which surprisingly did very well. Like, usually it did sell for about, 2,900,000, copies sold. And, the original Mario Party came in 6th place, as in 2,700,000 copies sold. And, Mario Party 2 came in, I would say in 7th place, within like 2,480,000 copies sold. And, also same applies by the forms of, or should I say, I think the 8th place position goes to Mario Party 4. Managed to sell for about, well, let's just say 2,460,000,000 copies sold. So, of course, we're going back into Heat Stroke again. So let's see if I can hopefully, oh, don't you ever dare, Wario, to able to try to fake out for those swings. Actually, I think we're doing not too bad. At least if I can able to just, there we go. Now we finally win. Farewell, Wario, get your butt burned. Although it can be pretty deadly though, whenever you're able to get into the actual sun planet, because, well, you might as well instantly die for this point. You know, kind of like in, one of those minigames in, Rayman Raving Rabbit's TV Party. You know, with the one that you have to able to go through rings to able to get, not only in terms of points, but also getting boost at the end. And, oh wait a second, Waluigi's gonna, of course he's gonna do a duel minigame first, so let's see what he's gonna duel against with Wario for. And he's gonna duel for just only 8 coins, because it's pretty obvious, because Wario has exactly got 8 coins, specifically. And the minigame they are doing is Countdown Pound, so I think we already seen this before, haven't we? I think we have, so in this case, Wario and Waluigi are competing against each other in this, so we'll just watch while I'm still discussing on the forms of, you know, how much copies does the previous Mario Party games sold. So, as for the forms of 9th place position, if I recall correctly, it is Mario Party 10. Did surprisingly okay, but not the best either. Like, it did sell for about 2,250,000 copies sold, despite it was on a miserable failure Wii U, but at least it did decently. Well, at least in terms of selling points as far as I'm aware. And as for Mario Party 5, well, it actually goes in like 2,170,000, you know, copies sold. And for Mario Party 7, oh, wait a second. How come the... Ah, he got very lucky. Ah, he probably gonna take a star from me, isn't he? Ah, lucky you. So yeah, this is what happens right there if you somehow manage to pay 20 extra coins if you decide to go for the star. So yeah, that's what happens right there. That Wiggler just somehow managed to transform into a Flutter, so that way it'll take you straight to the star space, which it will continue that tradition until, you know, Mario Party 6 on certain boards, and Mario Party 7 also in certain boards as well. So, you gotta be kidding me. Although, quite frankly though, that Waluigi only has like 4 coins so far, so at least that's something, I suppose. Oh, what's this? Ah, it's the Chemic capsule event. I'm really hoping I can keep my bone, which that will able to actually give me a good defense here. Okay, at least I still managed to get a bone, so I should be fine from here. Especially noticeable, I refused able to lose a star, so... Okay, give me anything but, actually, let's see how many, okay, so I need 7 or higher. Okay, so give me anything but a 1. What?! Oh, shoot. This is not good. This is not looking good at all, especially I just keep on getting low numbers and such, which I get this horrible feeling that, oh jeez. Okay, so Waluigi's involved. Please don't be involved. Please don't be. Oh, come on! Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, shoot! That's awfully bad. Especially noticeable because it really screws me up. Like, I did manage to able to get ourselves a coin star lead at the moment, and now Waluigi also gets the coin star lead as well. I mean, I could imagine if he managed able to beat me by 1 coin at the end, that, I'm doubly screwed. Which, as a result, he was currently in 1st place. So, I can't even believe chance times screwed me up. So, yeah, it will, still able to become like this until, well, it wasn't until thankfully, whenever we get on to Mario Party 7, that things will change up a bit. Well, it might still screw you up during the forms of dual system, which, again, we'll let Piglet talk more about that until, you know, 2022. But anyway, let's see what minigame are we playing next, despite the fact that I just got screwed over for that stupid chance time. Still so close to able to play a new minigame, which is, Vicious Vending, but hey, at least we can able to do Mazed and Confused again, so at least we can able to play that again. Oh jeez. Anyway, as far as the 10th place position, I think which game was in 10th place? Oh yeah, Mario Party 5 was in 10th place at the actual, copy sold for that game. And as far as Mario Party 7 is concerned, basically, it did manage to sell for about just only like 2,080,000 copies sold, which is a little bit lesser compared to Mario Party 4 and Mario Party 5. And in terms of Mario Party 3, it was actually under 2 million units, which is, because of this though, it might actually be the most expensive Mario Party game out there, especially noticeable because, obviously, with the forms of the N64's lifespan or something like that, but I get the feeling for the sense of fruition, so... And unfortunately, because the change time managed to screw me up, it actually let Waluigi just manage to get another freaking star. Oh jeez, this is not looking good for me though as of now, which I'm really hoping I can able to land on that specific flutter space if it's possible, but I'll see what happens there and during the course of, you know, at some point throughout. So, uh-oh, Bowser capsule again. So I'm guessing this might actually be the third time we actually seen this, so... Which again, because of the forms of the randomness is involved when it comes to the capsule machines, so... Let's see what the Bowser space is going to place into this time. Oh, it's on the forms of the circle zone. Okay, so I'm guessing no one else is going to able to go there, I suppose. Because obviously, I'm presuming we're actually on the last 3 turns already, so... Yeah, that pretty much steps up from there. Oh, please don't tell me you're gonna actually exchange my capsules, aren't you? Okay, thank God. That's fine by me, because he's only gonna steal the capsule from Luigi, so I might be alright with this, so... Anyway, as far as the forms of Mario Party 3, in terms of how much, units or the copies sold for Mario Party 3, it was, 1,910,000 copies, which, it did okay, compared to Mario Party, well, 1 and 2, it doesn't usually sell as well as much. And, as far as Mario Party 6 is concerned, well, basically, they did sell that game for about, let's just say 1,630,000 copies sold, or to be more specifically, 1,630,000 copies sold, which is a bit lesser than, well, obviously, Mario Party 4, 5, and 7. So because of that, though, definitely a little bit, not selling that well compared to the forms of how it does it on, well, the GameCube era of Mario Party games, which is kind of a shame, honestly, because either way, that, I will still say that Mario Party 6 is definitely one of the greatest, GameCube Mario Party game there, because obviously with this unique system, which as a result is the day and night system, so... Alright, so let's see what Luigi's gonna do, and... Oh, thank God, he's not gonna able to steal something from me, but nothing happens, because Wario hasn't got any capsules at all. But anyway, as far as the forms of the other 3 Mario Party games, which there are Mario Party Advance, Mario Party Star Rush, and the Top 100, actually I'll get into more on that later, because finally we got ourselves another new minigame we can play, Vicious Vending. Oh boy. Rotate the lever to get a capsule. Whoever comes out is a complete surprise and yours to keep. So this is incredibly random and luck-based because you never really can tell of which specific rewards you can get. Like, you can either get either just 1 coin or 10 coins or 20 coins, and if you're unlucky, you'll get a Thwomp instead. So... let's see what the actual reward is. So, in this case, I got 20 coins. So that should able to actually give me an extra boost whenever I decide to catch up on, well, let's just say the Coin Star victory or something. Well, at least for the most part anyway. So, yeah, that's that. And I believe we are now moving on to the last 2 turns in terms of this finale board, so we can able to expect... I definitely still need to catch up before Waluigi takes the victory off me. So, and of course he gets a 5, so thank God he doesn't land on that, you know, that flutter space again, or the regular space I should say. So, but of course we're gonna have to deal with this shuffleware again, so please can I keep the bone, please? Ah, shoot, he got the bone. Ah, still lucky you, Waluigi, just lucky you. But thankfully, this will be the final time we're going to be seeing this capsules into, well, all spaces into capsule spaces, luckily, because once we're done with that, well, we're pretty much guaranteed that we're pretty much done with this whole chaotic moments like this. So, that should be a lot more expected as such. And of course, Wario's gonna able to use the Klupto capsule space again, and it looks like he's gonna land straight where Waluigi is, so... Even though regardless of such though, if he could have able to actually land on the Flutter space, then, although despite the fact that he hasn't got that much coins though, so... Oh boy, lucky 7, so what that gonna lead me to? Oh, what's this? Please tell me this is gonna be... Yes! I managed to finally land on the Wiggler event! Ah, about god dang time, by able to actually land on this space. Please, I really need to get that star so badly, because otherwise, if I don't, then Waluigi will definitely win for sure. Oh man, that is top notch right there, even for how lucky I managed to get a lucky 7, so... Good news for me. But of course I do need to be able to get a lot more coins than Waluigi though. Although thankfully until the bonus star is coming up, then basically I should able to catch up. Alright, so let's see what Luigi's doing, and he gets a 6. And of course he's probably gonna get a random capsule, so let's see he's gonna get a Klupto capsule. So, potentially speaking, when it comes to the forms of the 4-player minigames, what's this? It's the Warpipe. I'm fine with the Warpipe. Oh, he wouldn't. Although I'm guessing that he's trying to able to let Waluigi obtain the next star in the next turn, which I'm pretty much worried about this, because it's kind of apparent where I'm actually felt slightly skeptical when it comes to able to... Oh, okay, so we're going back to Heatstroke again. But this time, I'm going to be able to dealing with the hammer, so prepare to be destroyed. But anyway though, or should I say, as in Dr. Eggman's quote, from Sonic Adventure, well, get a load of this! Well, get a load of this, get a load of this! Oh, I like doing that. How about get a load of this? Get a load of this, get a load of that! Ah, come on. Come on, jump! Jump! I said jump! Okay, never mind. Oh man, that is something else. But anyway, now we're on to the final turn in Bowser Nightmare. I would like to able to discuss upon the forms of more infos on, you know, Tokyo 2021. But I will let some toy sales can mention about that. And so when they go back into, you know, Pac-Man World 3 and all that stuff, so I'll leave it to that. So, okay, thank God, he doesn't land on that Flutter or the Wiggler capsule event, but at least he's gonna duel against with either Wario or Luigi. In this case, who's he gonna duel against? Because he selected random. Ah, he's gonna duel with Wario again. Of course. So let's see who's gonna able to play this particular minigame this time. It's... Ooh, Pump and Jump. I don't think we actually seen this one before, which, if it's true, then, although unfortunately I can't read these instructions by the way, so... Yeah, that's the only downside, so, oh well. No big deal. Alright, so let's see how these two are doing. While I'm usually gonna discuss some more details about how well does the Mario Party game sell well or not. Well, at least as far as I can tell, that in Mario Party Advance did manage to sell under 1 million copies, which to be expected because that gameplay style is completely, you know, just completely much a completely rogue entry all by itself. Like, you know, all single player based, and it's not fun with Mario Party Advance. Like, I still despise that game. And as far as I'm aware, they did sell for about let's just say 980,000 copies sold, so it's a bit lesser. And for Mario Party Star Rush though, sadly it didn't sell well though. Like, it only sold for about, let's just say 870,000 copies sold. which I think this is probably because it was on the 3DS, or maybe it's because the development was rushed or something like that. And the worst selling games out of the bunch though is the top 100, which probably because of the lack of content and also lesser amount of playable characters compared to the past games. And, well, at least includes Super Mario Party, because, you know, Super Mario Party has the biggest character selections in the entire Mario Party series to date. And, as a result of that stuff, though, that the top 100 sells the weakest of the bunch. Which, it only did manage to sell for about, oh, okay, I did manage to land on the happening space right there at the end. Although it kind of sucks that I was able to lose either half of my coins or go all the way back to the start, but we'll see. And it is... ah, shoot, I lose half of my coins. That sucks. That sucks, but bigger sales can be choosers, I suppose. I should able to get ourselves the bonus stars at the end, though, anyway, so... yeah, anyway, for Mario Party the top 100, only sold for about 670,000 copies sold, which is, again, one of the weakest selling Mario Party games to be existent, so, yeah, as a result, yeah, it didn't sell that well, so because of that though, which to be expected by that point. And of course, Luigi managed to go 10 spaces forward, and, well, obviously managed to able to come across into a bubble capsule event, so... anyways, final minigame in terms of party mode, and also the final minigame in the forms of, well, Bowser Nightmare, and we end things off with ground pound down. So, what a nice way to end things off for the sake of this board. Because, well, again, there's nothing bad with this board, but it's just that it just feels kind of, well, how should I put it, underwhelming to me. But, again, whenever we get on to Mario Party 7, that it should be a lot more better than I was expecting, which, because of this, though, again, we'll talk about that sooner or later, so... anyways, let's do some ridiculous amount of ground pounds for, considering amount of times before we're able to actually win this minigame without a doubt. So... yeah, that's as far as for my discussions I'd like to discuss on for this point today, guys. I know it's not much, because I would like to mention about the forms of, what kind of presents does, Cap King 74 manage to obtain today, and especially noticeable with more discussions on, you know, Tokyo 2021 or Tokyo 2020 originally, but, again, as I said this before, I'll let, some toy sales mention more about it until, you know, whenever they get back onto Pac-Man World 3. So, yeah, that might be the part of the plan right there, so... anyway, that pretty much concludes the final board in Mario Party 5, which is of course Bowser Nightmare, and now it's time for the final results, so... now, I do apologize for the background noise you'll be hearing, just because my dogs are always barking every single second, as soon as when, the actual doorbell starts to active, so... anyway, so, let's see, minigame star, I'm pretty sure that will be me, because I'm always a god when it comes to several minigames worth noting for. So, yes, I have managed to achieve that. And as far as the coin star, it will definitely have to be, well, the coin star record as it is at the moment is 79, but luckily, me and Waluigi both got it, so, at least that was a close part for that part, so, and now for the happening star, I'm pretty much guaranteed that Wario's gonna get this, so... and again, I do apologize with the actual tongue twisting in the end, folks. Mainly it's because I just want to get this, finished before I start able to do some sun relaxation again for today, so... anyways, the winner in Bowser Nightmare, the finale board in Mario Party 5 is, well, if you couldn't tell for this point already, is me. So in this case, I've now won all 7 boards in Mario Party 5. So, that was actually kind of a close game, actually, because I was expecting if I don't get screwed over by that stupid chance time, but luckily I did manage to still sweep up the actual victoryness, I suppose. Well, at least despite the fact that I shared the actual coin star with Waluigi just because of the stupid chance time event, so... but anyways, let's check out the detailed results. Oh, dang. Yeah, me and Waluigi were tied for the forms of the coin stars, so... yeah, I was expecting that will happen because of chance times, which... still, I just keep on, like, getting mad about that, so... And of course, well, Waluigi and Luigi managed to use a lot of capsules, and sure enough, Wario managed to land on 4 of those happening spaces. This is probably due to that little, circle zone, section, so yeah, that seems kinda true. And of course, 1 DK space and 1 Bowser space. It's kind of weird that we still haven't come across into Skulltron Cauldron yet, which I'm actually kind of surprised there. Mainly it's because that minigame is quite awful as it is, especially how random and luck-based that minigame can be. But, at least I'll take it, I suppose. But, anyway, and also we can able to look on the graph, as you can see, for stars and coins, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. So, yeah, I guess we'll end things off at this point right here. So join me next weekend for more of Let's Play of Mario Party 5. Is that not only we can able to show off a brief moment in story mode, but also until next Sunday, we can also show off the Super Duel mode. So I'll see you guys until next weekend. So, later fellas, I'll catch you guys later.